Nearly 24 pro-Israel college students visited Israel last week to learn from Israeli leaders and gather first-hand information about the October 7th massacre to share on their campuses. Here's ILTV's editor-in-chief, Mayan Hoffman, with more.
In the face of recent protests and unrest on many North American campuses, a group of pro-Israel Jewish student leaders from top universities united last week for a Take Action for Israel mission to the country. Hasbara Fellowships and IsraelAmbassadors.com sponsored the mission of around 24 students from universities such as Columbia, Cornell, UPenn, Brandeis, Berkeley, Rutgers, New York, Western Ontario, and Texas. The student leaders met with top Israeli officials, gathered first-hand accounts of the October 7th massacre, spoke with families of hostages, and visited southern border communities. With rising tensions and increasing anti-Semitism and polarization in the U.S. and globally, the visit aimed to give students a chance to engage with officials, residents, and peers, develop strategies to combat anti-Semitism and anti-Israel propaganda, and create impactful messages to share on campus. Idor Nior is a student at the University of Western Ontario in Canada. He told ILTV on Thursday during a special session at the Knesset that he had received death threats and had gangs of anti-Israel students confront him, so much so that he has felt paralyzed or the need to stay quiet. Another student, Jason Diebner, studies at the University of Texas, where on the worst day of the encampment, 70 protesters were arrested, including 40 who did not go to the school, and there were multiple guns and knives found on the protesters.
I was told to go back to Germany. Someone put their hands on my chest and I was wearing an IDF hoodie of my friend who got shot. He said, "Fuck your dead friend." I had a picture of a hostage and one of the rape victims from October 7th in the back of the truck. Ripped it and said, "Rape's fake. The IDF rapes babies every day." Told me we are Hamas. Told me Hamas is going to come and kill me. What I saw at my campus makes me feel unsafe to walk around with a proud Jewish identity.
MK Danny Danon, who served as Israeli ambassador to the United Nations between 2015 and 2020, itself a hotbed of anti-Semitism, greeted the students on their arrival in Israel and briefed them last week. MK Danon expressed gratitude to the students for standing up against anti-Semitism and emphasized the importance of their advocacy. "I told the students these moments can change their futures," Danon told ILTV after the briefing. He emphasized that if they stand up as leaders of the Jewish community today, they can return to safer campuses for the next generation and proudly say, "I fought back." However, Diebner acknowledged that he is considering Aliyah, as it would allow him to live where he feels more comfortable being Jewish.
And there's a mezuzah in every building. I can wear a yarmulke and no one's going to look at me weird. This is the Jewish home, and it's something important every Jew needs to realize right now. That this is a multi-front war, past than just in Israel. You're the college kids in America. Every Jew in America around 20 years old is fighting another war. We're fighting these protesters. We're fighting anti-Semitism, something we haven't seen since the Holocaust.